And we're off. Start the podcast.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay.
Start her up. Here we go.
We just got done watching Top Gun 2022, starring Tom Cruise.
Hell yeah.
Jennifer Connelly.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who else starred in it.
Teller.
Miles
Teller
Yeah.
as Rooster, Hangman, Yale, Harvard, Halo, Fanboy. Can I
Sure.
tell you this? And it's going to sound a little bit off color.
Okay.
When I think of the fond memories of going to crime scenes,
Yeah.
I'd love to visit that crime scene and relive the crime scene as much as I can.
And what do you think of the song by Lady Gaga?
Here's the report for Top Gun. Don't need it because no one's going to jail. Actually, those are my notes, but who cares? The only person that's going to jail is whoever was supposed to clean our movie theater. Because it was not pleasant. I'm usually not cringy or grossed out by gross things.
Went into the bathroom. It was all wet.
Water on the floor.
And somebody
on the floor.
tried to take a camera and record your...
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm going to the bathroom.
Yeah, record your sourdough.
I'm going to the
They wanted to get a sweet shot of that unleavened bread, if you know what I mean.
Unleavened bread. And the guy walks in with his light on his phone like he's recording and has it perfectly angled to the height of the urinal. And then I walk out of the bathroom and the guy is standing like in the lobby area going through his phone.
Because he has to do another roundabout.
Exactly. He's like, let me go back again.
I didn't get it.
Man, you got to really zoom in for that one. Here's the thing, Jared. I got some bad news.
He's like, this is for fetish only.
Jared, I got some bad news, and I told you this before the podcast.
Oh, God.
And I said if I love this movie...
It must not have been that bad, because I totally forgot what you told me.
I'm retiring. I'm leaving the Force. Do you remember now? I'm leaving the Force.
Oh!
I'm gonna be a pilot for the Navy. I'm doing it. Yes.
Whoa!
I'm done.
It was propaganda.
I'm just waiting for a phone call, and once I get that phone call...
That's not how the Navy really is. By the way,
baby.
Pilots are a dying breed. Everything's just going to be a drone.
That's what this movie's about. It's about, you're gonna be obsolete. But what do they keep saying through the fucking movie? It's not about the machine, it's about the pilot, baby.
Yeah.
It's instinct. Robots don't know nothing. It's all about the instinct. Flying with your gut. When you detect, some of your best cases you've solved has been with your gut. I'm going to say something right now.
Can I also say something? I haven't had any successful partners until you. It's just been one heartache after the next. Them hitting the ejector seat, just smashing into the windshield above them.
Oh, Jesus. Too soon. It's been 30 years. Here's the thing. I'm going to ask you one question.
Okay.
Was this the best movie I've ever seen?
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't?
No, Split Second was the best movie you ever seen. This might be a close second. Starring home video action star Rutger Hauer.
Oh, yeah, baby. Here's the thing. It was the best movie I've ever seen. Second off, don't tell Ruck that. Was it the best movie-going experience I've personally ever had?
No, not experience.
Are you sure? Because for me, it fucking was.
No, right when you walked in, you spilled your beer on our neighbor next to you. And just kept like dabbing his crotch area.
That's what makes it beautiful.
Most people have napkins in their hands when they're trying to dry off someone's crotch.
Right.
You just went full bore right into his crotch. And then what did he say to you when you kept like apologizing?
I said, sorry. And he goes, and he says, I understand.
Yeah.
And all I'm thinking is, it's like...
He's like, you're watching Top Gun. I just want to dive at men's crotches.
Let me tell you my journey.
Yeah, below the hard dick.
Yes.
Hard dick. Hard dick. God damn it.
Here's my journey of why it was the best movie-going experience. Okay. And then we're going to jump into the case.
Okay.
My last case. Because I'm joining the Navy, baby. It's going to happen. Here's what happened. You pick me up. You're like, our seat is in this theater, J7, J6. I'm like, fine. I wanted a drink.
Jonathan
they're
Jared.
Like, right. That's what it's for.
JJ.
I'm like, I want a drink. And then the guy's like, the bar doesn't open till 11. And I went...
He did give you the bad news.
I know, and I'm kind of like, that's an insult.
Like, how am I supposed to watch an American classic with no beer?
That's what I'm fucking saying. So I'm sitting in the theater. You send me a message. You go, bar's open, baby.
That's right, baby.
Yes.
I went up there and I gave him a what for. I gave him a real Karen moment.
That's what seniors are allowed to do
Yeah,
in
I
our
just combed my hair out in front of one eye.
Oh,
I just went up there and I said, excuse me.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Get this fucking bar open.
So then I run down there. I get myself a delicious kilt lifter. It was great. Only $9 compared to AMC, which was $12. Not going to say anything more. I go inside to the theater. I accidentally spill the beer. I go, see, and what was beautiful about that is the theater was an old-fashioned. The seats don't recline. We're fucking knees and nuts together. Everyone's
ass
touching.
and elbows.
Is that the same?
I think so.
I thought it was
I like
knees and
knees and nuts together.
Everybody's
Ass
touching.
and elbows and knees and nuts.
Everyone's touching. I thought it was great. Like you said, I spilled a beer. I go, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I start shoving napkins in this guy's crotch.
Just rubbing your face in his crotch going,
dry those fucking
well, you don't want to get
jeans.
rid of that kilt lifter, if you know what I mean.
Not. I didn't want to waste. Here's the best part. Are you ready for this? And this is when I knew this is probably the best movie I've ever seen. I had to go pee-pee in the middle of the film.
Yeah, you did.
And at my age, I don't hold it anymore.
You can't.
Even though for this film, I would suggest holding it. Have kidney problems because the film's so good. Doesn't matter. I leave. I literally run through the lobby to get to the bathroom. I go in there, I'm taking a piss. And there is a man in a full pilot's uniform. Like, what is happening? I look over, he has a haircut like Tom Cruise. Aviators like Tom Cruise. Are you ready for this though? This is the best part. I wash my hands. Who's next to me? Fake Tom Cruise. Washes his hands, grabs his pilot's helmet, looks at himself in the mirror, and says, let's do this, and walks out the fucking bathroom. And I'm just like, and
He had to pump himself up
dude,
to watch
I don't
this
know where he
movie.
went. I wanted to follow him.
Or maybe
but
he
I wanted
didn't go to
finish-
the movie.
I wanted to finish. No, he didn't go in the same direction as me.
Oh,
He was going towards the exits of the theater. And all I'm thinking, I was in the movie theater going, God sent that urine to me so I could have that experience.
see him.
What did you think of the movie?
Well, okay, this is what I really liked about this movie. It's because it was not a cash grab.
It was not but that's the best part.
And I felt it really gave great closure
Right.
to his relationship with Goose.
It was beautiful. And what's
Yeah.
so amazing is, and here's a huge thing, the respect the actors, the respect the writers, and the respect the directors have for the story, for the characters, for the relationships, for everything makes sense. They didn't embarrass any of the characters. They weren't like
Emasculate them.
It's nothing negative. They respected Tom Cruise, and any criticisms towards him, roughly his age, it was well done. It was realistic. It's like, hey, I'm a young pilot.
Yeah.
You're an old pilot. I'm really good. I don't care about the stories you've had. You're an antique. You're a museum piece. You should be retired. And it's just like, but all that makes sense.
Not to bring it around because it's like Star Wars.
No, you compared it to Star Wars before.
That's what I feel.
So compare it to Star Wars now.
So the comparison of what this movie did for Maverick is the exact opposite for what Last Jedi did for Mark Hamill and Luke Skywalker.
There you go. And let me tell you something right now. Most people in the Star Wars in that second installment, low talent. Unlike, they had an image, they had a vision, they said, this is the character. Where is Maverick 30 years later? That's exactly what he's doing. It's like, this movie somehow is the most American thing I've ever done. Like, this should be, people come to our country and they want to be part of America, they have to watch this fucking movie first. And then maybe Point Break, and then you're in it, and you get a passport, you get a whatever you want. You can live
my
next to me.
informant, actually, Rio.
Holy,
That's what his name was. He actually asked me to read something about this movie.
Really?
Yeah.
What did he give you? You rubbed this out of him. Good job. You're real good with your
I
informants.
didn't have to. Well, I wanted to. That was the problem. All right. So Tom Cruise is apparently quoted as this. When I don't think this is real.
Is that real?
Fucking Rio whole
Who
wheat.
sent that?
My informant.
Jesus.
Rio whole wheat sandwich.
I love the movie. The way they handled everything. This is how you properly make a sequel or a remake or a reboot. This is how you do it. First off, they invented a game. They invented dogfight football.
Oh, yeah.
Which I want to play. Then they have
yeah.
Tom Cruise pops up on the screen and goes, hey, this film was made with real pilots, real jets. This isn't CGI dog shit. We made the film for you. The guy behind me, probably in his late 50s, early 60s, goes, with all sincerity, thank you, Tom. And I went, these are my fucking people. Then there was
you met one in the bathroom. Who
I
was
did.
definitely
That's
thinking
what I'm
like
fuck-
that. That message was for him. He probably saluted the
Yep.
screen, which was very odd.
There was a scene
Tom
where
Cruise has never held a rank in the military.
I'd salute him
Oh my god!
with my hands and whatever
And,
else I
yeah.
have. Here's the thing, with my hands and my sourdough. Here's the thing. There was a scene, I can't remember, it might have been in a trailer, but this is how pumped up this fucking crowd was.
Yeah.
Oh, the sound of crinkling popcorn bags and the Slurpee sodas and the husband and wife fighting and then this.
Yeah, what
and
could
the-
be more American than that?
Dude, I was like, I feel like I'm 4 years old. This is the best movie
Yeah.
experience of my life. Some guy falls off a cliff or some shit in a trailer, and it's just like, you and me have seen it a million times. This man who's probably in his 70s is just like, whoa! And he was
Yes.
so blown away.
Yes, he was the guy next to me.
Oh, it was for the
Yeah.
new Mission Impossible.
Yeah,
and
that's
I'm just
right.
like,
Yeah.
this guy
you
gets
wanted
it.
to laugh so fucking
almost bit my
hard.
tongue
When
off.
he jumped off, okay, Tom Cruise is riding on a motorcycle, goes off the cliff.
Mission Impossible
and,
trailer.
Yeah, like
yep.
gets into a parachute. We've seen that trope 100 times.
I couldn't even tell
And
you.
then the guy next to me who smelled like death every once in a while, he goes like, "Oh
my God, he was so blown
like
away.
it was the most honest reaction.
But I fucking loved
and
it.
I was like, you
'Cause
know
I'm
what?
like, "Ah."
That's what Tom Cruise does.
He does.
He does that for the audience still
Yes.
because they know, you mentioned in our last podcast, that he like held onto the side of a plane, and it's really,
Incredible.
you can't green
They
screen
strapped
that.
him onto
You can't.
that
A
cargo
pebble
plane.
can like hit him in the chest and
and
nearly
he does it.
kill him.
He deserves more goddamn respect.
Yeah.
Like oh man, and you know what? You know we're going on about Tom Cruise. Obviously, he's amazing. He's one of the producers, I believe, on the film. I think we saw that.
Of course.
He
has to because he's his own insurance.
Exactly. And we'll get to the other actors. We'll get to everything, but we also got to say, oh hell yes to.
Out of all the go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, out of all the pilots, who do you think was the biggest standout?
The biggest standout? Well, obviously Miles Teller, and I've seen him in other movies before. And it's not that I didn't like him, but now I'm like jazzed up. Now it's like, oh, Miles Teller. Like if I hear somebody whisper somewhere, I'll run up and go, oh yeah, Miles Teller, I like him.
Yeah,
Rooster's great. But also Hangman, that guy fucking crushed it. He did such a good job because he wasn't over the top. He was an asshole enough, but you still fucking like him.
By the way, can I tell you an interesting fact about the movie?
Please do.
Those two actors went for the same part of Goose's son to play Rooster. And they gave it, of course, to Miles Teller,
Right.
who, he looked a lot like the original actor who played Goose. So I think they liked Hangman so much, the actor, that they wrote a role for him.
Get the fuck out of
They
here.
must have, because I don't think
they
that
did
role
not
was there.
write that role for him.
Are you sure?
That was a role that was there because you need the Val Kilmer, Tom Cruise matchup again.
Oh, yeah,
you need it there.
He was like Iceman, the next generation Iceman.
Yeah,
you know who
fucking-
I wanted to
yes.
hate so much?
Who? No one.
Yeah, the pilot, Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Goes, we're the best pilots in the world.
That's the trailer.
Who's going to teach us?
Right, that's the
And
trailer.
The trailer
Right.
gave the worst take on that line that she must have done. Kind of like, I don't know if you remember, like Harrison Ford's like, you're a professor, and he's like, part-time. Like, it was just terrible.
Yes.
And then like they didn't use that clip in the movie. But anyway, in the movie, she actually sells it, and she became my favorite pilot.
Oh, she was a great pilot.
She was awesome.
She was
and I was
fucking
like,
amazing.
I wish Hollywood take note.
No, I know what you mean though. It's like, oh well, we need more females
Don't
in this.
need
in this
her
job.
to be like, I'm a woman.
No, and the best part is that the back and forth rhetoric.
Yeah.
And then he's all like, "Did you hear that, Phoenix? He called you a man." And then she's all like to Hangman, she's all like that's
long as he
fine.
doesn't call you one.
Oh, and I was like,
That's great.
"Bitch,
I love
throw
it.
it right back at him."
Yeah.
I fucking thought it was. Ooh man,
And I loved Bob. Great, Bill
Bob?
Pullman's son. He was
Absolutely
fantastic. I liked him
incredible.
the most right away. Like, I really like how everybody shit on Tom Cruise.
Loved it.
Basically, they were like, you're not good enough. We don't really want you here.
You're
There's
old.
one person here who wants you here that we respect.
Iceman.
But just same with Bob, everybody was crapping on him, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
And even Phoenix, and then like all these characters, they were not gloating themselves, but they let their work prove their worth.
Oh my god, I
They
love
let
that.
their actions prove their worth.
Yes.
Because I hate it when they're always like, I'm the best.
Right.
And then what happened to the person who kept fucking saying that?
Hangman.
Guess what? He didn't get to go anywhere
Nope.
until the very end.
But that was oh my
Earned.
God.
Well, tell me about the director. What has the director done
Okay.
anything else? Or
Joseph
did they just like
Kosinski, masterful director.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna get tattooed on my eyes. Okay.
it should be a tramp stamp of the Top Gun wings
and then
right
Maverick.
above your ass.
Yeah, and then Maverick right between the cheeks. All right.
And then you call it like below deck.
For this movie, I will. All right, hang on. Let me get this out, and then we're gonna rock and roll. Joseph Kosinski, I'm pretty sure that's the right way, did Tron for Disney. I mean, it cost $170 million. The budget was that. Box office, $400 million, baby. That's fucking money in the pocket.
For Tron?
Yes, he did Oblivion for $120 million. Box office, $287 in the pocket.
That's a Tom Cruise.
That is a Tom Cruise right there. And then he did Only the Brave, which is $38 million to make. Slight loser, but we don't fucking care. He can have $10 million of my dollars if I had it. And it only made 26. So it's roughly $12 million out of the pocket, but who gives a fuck? Because he just made Top Gun Maverick. He did great.
Well, believe it or not, they had one director, but they had five writers for this movie.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
5 writers. I saw 2.
So story by Peter Craig, Justin Marks. And then screenplay had Ehren Kruger, Eric Singer, and Christopher McQuarrie. Now, Christopher McQuarrie does a lot of Tom Cruise movies. Started with Valkyrie, went to Jack Reacher, Edge of Tomorrow, Mission Impossible, Rogue Nation, Mummy 2017, Mission Impossible Fallout in 2018. Now, those are all Christopher McQuarrie's, just basically making sure Tom Cruise is taken care of in the script. He gets the hot girl. It's also in his credit that he gets a love scene.
Oh, what a tasteful, beautiful love scene.
I really like that. I wanted to bring that up to you.
We know what they do.
It was the way that I make love as well. You basically just cuddle and you just give a lot of context to what's happening.
That's interesting because I've heard people say that there's a lot more crying with your love.
All right. And then story by Peter Craig. This is the story by. Peter Craig did Dumbo, Ghost in Shell, Transformers, Brothers Grimm, The Skeleton Key, and The Ring trilogy. Justin Marks as well. He did The Jungle Book. And then my personal favorite that I've never seen in my entire life is called Street Fighter, The Legend of Chun-Li. What is this guy doing around a fucking script?
I love what you just said. My personal favorite that I've never seen in my entire life. Street Fighter, Legend of Chun-Li.
And then, Eric Singer. He did Only the Brave and American Hustle. Well,
spoilers, everyone.
Yeah, go.
Iceman dies.
Oh my god!
Iceman does die.
Yeah.
Can I just say the way they handled Val Kilmer in this film was absolute
masterpiece.
Fucking masterpiece. It was astonishing.
It was wonderful.
They did text messaging, which in films, if done right, is great.
Yeah.
If done poorly is the most fucking annoying thing. See, and this is what I'm fucking talking about in bad movies.
Yeah.
It's, okay, Maverick's gonna go meet Iceman now. He's gonna go see him. Val Kilmer, for nobody that knows, had, what do you have, cancer in his throat?
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, same thing with Michael Douglas. Yeah,
right.
The Michael Douglas disease, which, by the way, Captain gave us a note. In Falling Down,
yes,
it wasn't Kurt Douglas. Oh. It was Michael Douglas.
Right, Michael Douglas. Good for him. We're talking about
I got my ass chewed for that.
Lucky. Yeah. Okay, here's the thing. Like we just said, Val Kilmer has Michael Douglas disease.
Yeah.
Which is not the medical
You get it from
term.
eating
ass? Is he our captain?
No, the other fun hole.
Belly buttons?
Oh my god!
Okay,
I'll show you when you're older.
Okay, Maverick goes to see Iceman, and Val Kilmer had cancer in his throat, which actually he can't talk anymore because of it. The way they handle it, it's perfect. Younger people are probably like, who the fuck is Val Kilmer?
Right.
And older people are just, maybe some people don't know that he had throat problems. Maybe they don't. Who does he walk into first when he goes to Iceman's house?
His wife.
The wife. She's only on screen for about less than a minute. Build up in the tears. She goes, it's come back. Boom. So now we know when we go up there, if he's not fucking talking, we know why. The scene, the way they set up, it's just like,
it made everybody cry.
Fucking
it was weird
amazing.
too because like in your childhood, you just see these guys who are larger than life. I would like to go into his documentary. Have you seen?
Is it called Val?
Yeah. Oh man,
good,
that's a
right?
tough one. I recommend watching that in the early part of your day because you definitely will need like a palate cleanser afterwards.
Gosh,
it's just so rough.
Spoilers. Let's just talk.
Oh, sure.
Forget the case because there is no case.
No.
Everyone's going free. You know what? Lock me up. If we need to meet a quota, I'm going to jail. I don't care.
Perfect.
So
What about Alex
excellent.
Garland? Would you let Alex Garland out of jail because you're in a good balance?
I'm gonna make him watch this movie so he learns because I don't understand. Do you have give us? Do you have any box office numbers for this movie? Do we have any? The reason, and if anybody's wondering, how come they didn't? Well, why didn't you guys guess the amount of money it's gonna make? Because we don't know numbers that high.
Military movie
Memorial
on
Day.
Memorial Day.
Perfect timing.
They know what they're doing. Yeah. So if I just went to JoeBlow.com, they do box office, and it says box office update: Top Gun Maverick beats Memorial Day record. See, this is almost as palpable as Independence Day coming out on the 4th of July.
I think you meant Palpatine, but keep going.
Yeah, perfect. That guy.
Oh, yeah, when that came out. Yeah, exactly.
Top Gun Maverick grossed an estimated $124 million over a 3-day portion of Memorial Day weekend.
And it's only been out for 3 days, and it's going to skyrocket past that.
It's definitely.
It's
going to buzz the tower right across that.
That was fucking... The movie was just so good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who's your favorite... pilot, and this is
my favorite was Phoenix and Bob.
Phoenix, yeah, they were great.
They were my favorite.
Yes. If this was a Disney movie,
if
this was a Disney Marvel movie, there'd be a Phoenix and Bob on Disney Plus.
They would. I'm gonna cut that out.
Why you bring bad taste into a good
I'm
show?
so sorry.
Here's something I love.
Yeah.
In the original Top Gun, which I'm gonna fucking say it. Top Gun Maverick's better. You know what I mean? Everyone says sequels aren't as good as the original. Here's something I love. In the original Top Gun, it's Maverick trying to flirt with Charlie at the bar. He's like, come on, come on, come on. She's like, gotta earn it, gotta earn it. The next scene, she's being introduced to all the pilots of Top Gun, and he notices, oh shit, it's the girl I was hitting at the bar, and he's embarrassed. In Top Gun Maverick, they're at the bar, the beachside bar on North Island called the Hard Deck. It's where a bunch of pilots hang out. Tom Cruise is there. He has to end up paying for everyone's drinks. His card declines. Coyote, Hangman, all these people that we are slightly introduced to have to take him out and throw him out because it's part of the bar rules. And it's all in good fun. Everyone's like, oh, he couldn't pay. Get him out of here. And you throw him out. It's hilarious. The next scene, Warlock introducing Maverick to all of the new pilots that are going to be selected for this mission. And a beautiful fucking repeat, just like the original. Hangman is now embarrassed. Coyote is now embarrassed because they did stuff with their commander that they have to listen to, the senior. I was just like, this is what I'm talking about when you remake a fucking movie. They didn't go for the nostalgia, like, dog piss. You want me, I mean, how deep are we going to go right now?
Couple things that I want to bring up that had what the original had and also had what the original did not have.
Okay.
So what it had in the original is the same, is a lived-in world where people have relationships with each other that predate the story that we're learning now.
Yeah, from the first, right.
I really like that.
Yes.
And then the one thing that this movie had that Top Gun didn't have, only for me, I guess, but a clear mission of what the movie is about.
Yes, okay, and Top Gun is about just who's the best pilot.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit like a movie about school. Like, it's just school.
Yeah,
it's like,
where are the stakes? What are we talking about? What is the mission? Because when he's like, yeah, I just killed a couple MiGs in the original.
Right.
I'm like, were you supposed to? Did you just kill him like out of, you remember? Because in the beginning of the movie, Maverick and Goose were just flying around with Cougar
and Merlin. I think
scouting
I'm
or
guessing,
something.
Scouting, recon, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they came across a couple of MiGs in international waters.
Yes.
And they couldn't engage because that would have been called an act of war. Right. So they're like, well, let's just do a dick measuring contest and kind of play with each other. And be like, yeah, I got you in lock. Right. So you better get out of here.
Skin out of here. I can kill you. Right.
Yes. And so I think at the very end they actually were engaged in combat.
Oh no, yeah, at the end
some point.
Yeah,
but it's not clear.
It's not. It's a little bit wonky because it's more about. But this one was great. Everyone graduated Top Gun.
So were you locked in? Okay, because this is where I started falling apart here.
Okay, go ahead.
So in the opening scene of the movie, I was
spoilers.
Like, okay, I'm all in. You're saying spoilers now? You just told him Iceman died. So we were watching the movie, and at first I loved his relationship with the little skeleton crew that was doing Mach 10.
I love that.
Now, my question is, God, I'm so stupid, because that's what I was about to interrupt the movie and ask you. And I was like, Mach 10 is not the same as a G10.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Nothing against you.
You knew I was going to ask you that
As
question.
I'm watching this and I'm seeing numbers go up with a G next to it,
yeah.
In my head I went, I bet Jared's wondering, like, why is that impressive? Why was it so impressive when he did it at Mach 10, but he's doing it right now at 10? And I didn't want to say nothing.
You knew it!
I knew that's what you were thinking.
I was like, I wanted to tell you.
I see them flying the jet and he hits like G, like 9.6.
Wait,
and then he hits like
the beginning
10.
Of the movie?
Didn't he do that before?
I told you I'm the worst fucking detective in the world. In the junk, I'm the worst detective.
Which means you're the best.
I think they're just basically trying to tell you to usher me up. So I was like, okay, I like that. That's kind of cool, whatever. And then, of course, sonic boom in the middle of the sky. Spoiler. Tom Cruise survives.
Absolutely.
You know, because at first you were thinking like he dies in the middle of the movie, and then it's like
in the beginning.
It's all boom.
Did you love the scene when he walks into the diner?
The crowd loves it, and the old man, he smells like death next to me. He was like, he slapped his old knee.
Yes, he did.
He was like, "That's what I'm talking about."
Probably dislocated his hip, but it was fucking worth it because it was a good fucking scene.
He got super excited.
Do you not love how Rooster, the son of Goose, was mad at Maverick, and you're just like, yeah, he's mad at Maverick because he resents him for what happened to his father.
Yeah.
That's what you think.
Right. You thought he was going after Maverick in the trailer, but he wasn't.
Yes. Here's the thing. Rooster's a professional, and he understands there is malfunctions. He understands things, so he doesn't blame Maverick for the death of his father.
Why he's
he
upset with
blames Maverick, spoilers, for holding his career back by taking out his papers to move up in the
set him back
in the Navy.
like several years.
And isn't that fucking
that must be so
amazing,
fucking hard to get in that Naval
I
Academy.
love, dude, the movie,
especially as a fighter pilot. So then, when Rooster walked into the hard deck and he had his little Hawaiian shirt on and his glasses,
loved it.
not interested in that.
What?
No, I do not like. And then when he started playing the piano,
I loved it.
You were into that?
I was so into it. I was so into it.
Maybe just because Bob sold it for me in that whole scene. I loved his introduction.
No, Bob was excellent.
When they turned around, I was like, shit, how long have you been here?
I've been
And he's
here
like, and he's got sunflower seeds. I've been here the whole time.
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
You did not like that.
No, I didn't.
I thought it was nostalgia done
Yeah.
perfectly. And you can tell, obviously, he grows the mustache out just like his father.
Well, that's
Rooster
cool.
is trying to embody his father. He's trying to be like, no, I'm going to be my father pretty much. And he remembers that when he was a young boy singing the song with his dad.
That's true.
He probably had all the memories.
Just in case dummies like me, who are terrible detectives, forgot about that scene. They like go, oh no, Rooster was there. He was sitting on the piano and he was dancing along to the music.
Yes.
This is probably one of his favorite childhood memories.
So look at it through his eyes,
All
where
right.
he only knew his father for a short time, and these are the memories he had. So that's why he's going to embody his father. He's like, my dad had the mustache. I want to be like you, Pop. I'll grow out the mustache. I love singing this song.
Is
with
that
my
what
father.
you have a mustache?
No, my dad. Who here's the thing about?
Do you get along with your dad? Let's talk about this.
Oh, I get along too well with my parents. Here's the thing.
You're like best friends with him.
Yeah, my father can grow an absolutely magnificent goatee, and he used to have a goatee, and it was when I was a child, I was like, I'm gonna have a goatee. My brother can go to sleep bald and wake up with just the thickest beard. All of my cousins can grow beautiful beards.
Wow.
It's so natural as well.
Yeah.
And I cannot.
Maybe that's why we get along, because our brother's got all the dominant genes.
Yes.
Our older brother, right?
They got the dominant genes, and we got the beta genes.
Isn't it weird that like they named us after our brother?
I don't like that part.
Yeah.
No, it's
just like, why?
You know what I said for when we watched
You're
Top
like, you're
Gun?
Junior, right? You named after your father? You're like, no, you're named after your supremo older brother. You're like, God damn it!
Here's what I said when we watched Top Gun.
We're just a recessive gene.
It's okay.
Perfect.
We're like twins. I'm Danny DeVito, and he's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Here's what... I don't have it. I thought the movie was just impeccable.
Well, I don't have to ask you this, but do you think that this will, like the original of 1986, do you think this will be the highest grossing of this year, 2022?
Yes. I'm just going to go for it. Yes, it better be.
And on that note, sourdough.
You think it's going to recruit kids to join the...
100%.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but the only problem is we're also going to have like drone pilots in the future.
That's the part of the fucking movie. It's instinct, baby.
Yeah, these guys
It's like you trying to make toast, and then your wife going, why are you trying to make toast? Sooner or later, the toast will make itself. And you go, no, because it burns the toast. You need to know. I have the human instinct to know when the toast is done. You know what I mean? They're flying around expensive toasters, Jared.
Well, you know what my favorite toast is?
What?
Sourdough. Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
That was
Is
my
that a
dick.
boner?
Hitting the table? Because that was amazing.
Oh, my God.
I love this movie so much.
Excellent.
Oh, my God. I'm getting the call right now, Jared.
Okay, well...
I'm leaving, Jared. I'm picking up this phone right now. I got to pick up. Hello? Oh, yes, sir. Jared, hang on. It's the Navy.
God,
I'm about to go to
the
Top
worst day
Gun.
of my life.
Yes, sir.
Bad.
Excellent, sir. Right away, sir.
Oh, God.
Thank you, sir.
This
God
is bad
bless.
news
Goodbye.
for me. I'm not going to love this. What'd he say?
They said I'm too unattractive to be in the Navy.
Yes!
I guess I'm sticking around.